Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, it's our third video today. Why so much the videos? Well, um, Red Eagle Politics posted a pretty interesting video. I'm going to do the same thing because why not? Because basically, we're going to be looking at the most recent polls and kind of determine, okay, if this one poll, if the election is supposed to be happen today and it's supposed to be according to the most recent poll, this is what it would probably look like. All right, so that's what we're gonna probably plan to do. So yeah, we're gonna be getting started with that. It's kind of unique, but we'll give it a try. So we got our map, a blank map, and we're gonna kind of work our way down. This is probably gonna be more of a longer video, but yes, predictions saying safe Reds, likely Dem. But our most recent poll is showing Donald Trump winning Maine. Let's see here. 38 minus 31, 7 points. So that is a leaning margin. So we're going to go ahead and call Maine at large for Trump, as well as taking a look at the first district. 31 minus 39, 8. And that's pretty good. I don't expect Biden to carry the first district of Maine by 8, obviously. But in this case scenario, Biden's going to carry it by 8. But that can change according to these polls. Maine's second congressional district, 45 for Donald Trump, 25 for Joe Biden. So we have this 20 points. That is a solid Republican. So yeah, I would say impressively, Donald Trump is going to win Maine according to the poll from Pan Atlantic Research taken and was released on February 14th. But we will see if that is accurate. These polls may not be accurate. Not every poll is accurate. Keep that in mind. So we are taking a look at Joe Biden's 52 minus 45 for Donald Trump in New Hampshire. That is 7 points. So Joe Biden will win New Hampshire by a likely. Taking a look at Vermont. There is no certain poll indicating that Joe Biden will win in Vermont. However, we're seeing multiple reports from news outlets saying that Joe Biden will successfully carry Vermont by a solid margin. So we're going to go ahead and call Vermont for Joe Biden at this time. Let's turn our heads to Massachusetts. Most recent poll, this is involving Kennedy, so we'll not include Kennedy. We're just doing Biden versus Trump. 58% for Biden, 32%. That seems like a pretty good, solid margin if you ask me, but we will check. That is a 26-point margin for Joe Biden, so we'll go ahead and give Massachusetts for Biden. Let's take a look at the state of Rhode Island. The most recent poll from Fleming Associates from 2022 showing Joe Biden defeating Donald Trump by 49 points. 49 minus, so that's 17. That's a margin over 15% is solid. So we'll go ahead and call Rhode Island a solid Democrat here. Connecticut. The state of Connecticut has 49 minus 40. That, my friend, is going to be like 9. Just doing it just in case because I like some closure when it comes to that. So Connecticut officially going for Biden by 9 points. New York. Looking at the Democratic primary. So yes, 48 minus 36. This is a Biden poll, but the question is, New York, how hard is it going to go? It's going to go probably a likely for Biden here. That's what I'm thinking. It probably will go. Pennsylvania, Most recent poll is from Bloomberg Morning Consult. It shows Donald Trump defeating Joe Biden by actually a pretty good margin here, 49 minus 43. That is 6 points. That is a leaning victory for Donald Trump. Let's take a look at New Hampshire. No poll indicating a win by either, but we'll call this for Democrats. It's going to be a solid, basically, because we have the predictions here that are indicating a solid Democrat win. Take a look at Delaware. Same deal. We have no polls showing a win, but we'll call it for Joe Biden by a solid margin since we have predictions. The state of Maryland, we got polls 55 minus 32. So taking a look here, 23 points, a 23-point advantage. That's a solid Democrat win. As you know, DC, we can already confirm that DC is going to Biden by only like 90-80%. So we'll go ahead and call this solid regardless. The state of West Virginia is going to be Donald Trump's second hold in most recent polls. First, only one poll was held, and that was in October of 2023, 59 minus 23. So let's take a look at that poll. That is a 36-point margin, a 36-point win for Donald Trump. We can successfully call this a Trump win in the state of West Virginia. Looking at the state of Virginia, it looks like we got a solid Democrat in according to December 19th, but it seems like Joe Biden's not really doing so well. He's in the lead, but not by much. So this is going to go by tilting for Biden by just a little bit, tilting for Biden. North Carolina, we have already sources saying it's going to be most likely a tilting Republican as of right now. So we're going to call this 50 minus 41. That is going to be 9 points. So we're going to call North Carolina, that is going for Trump by 9. South Carolina, we got a poll from Ecolon Insights, 51 to minus 39. That is 12. And that's not necessarily a solid victory, so it's going to be a likely, which is pretty good for Democrats. But regardless, 9 electoral votes goes to Trump. We are seeing Donald Trump winning Georgia by 49 minus 43. 6 points. So yes, we'll call Georgia a leaning victory for Donald J. Trump. Florida, in the most recent poll, shows Donald Trump enjoying a 10-point lead against Joe Biden. Just confirming this is true? Yes, it is going to be a 10-point lead, meaning it is going to be a likely Republican here. Alabama, 57 minus 40, 32. So 57 minus 32, that is 25 points. That is, as you know, a solid victory. More than needed to win the state. Tennessee, this is a big one for sure. This is a Trump win. We can successfully call Tennessee for Trump, according to our Targo's market research poll. Kentucky, 55 minus 26. As you know, that I'll check, but this is definitely going to be a solid. Yep, it's almost 30-point win for Donald Trump in the state of Kentucky, so we can call that for Donald Trump. In the state of Ohio, we are seeing 47 minus 36. That is an 11-point victory. That is going to be a likely hold for Donald Trump. And this is more according to recent polls, Donald Trump would enjoy a good more victory in Ohio than in the state of Florida. So that is when it comes to that. But let's take a look at Wisconsin. Wisconsin's going to be more tossed up. 42 minus 40. Actually, no, we're not going to look at Wisconsin yet. I totally skipped Indiana. Sorry, Indiana. I apologize. Indiana, 48 minus 29. So we'll do the math. That's 19. That's a solid win. Michigan. It's a tie in Michigan. So in our latest polls. So it's going to be a toss up. So we're going to leave Michigan alone and kind of decide the indicator there. Or this is what we could do. We can not count polls with ties. We'll just count this poll. Donald Trump's victory by 2 against Joe Biden. This is our first tilting for Republicans. So I think that works out better because we got to have someone win, you know. And I believe polls that indicate a tie is illegitimate. I mean, it's legitimate, but in this video, it's probably going to be best for it to be illegitimate. So 46 minus 42, that's 4 points for Donald Trump in Wisconsin. Illinois, solid blue. According to this, every prediction on the charts. But taking a look at a recent poll, we can say that Biden will win this state by a leaning margin, according to the poll by Emerson College, suggesting that Joe Biden wins the state by 9. In Mississippi, look at that. This is the Libertarian primary. But yeah, there is no. Oh yeah, there is a poll. 53. What am I doing? 54 minus 36. So 18. Donald Trump wins Mississippi by 18. That's over 15, meaning it's going to be a solid win. Louisiana. This is probably going to be a solid win too. It's usually, yep, 15 exactly. Arkansas. 57 minus 24 for sure is going to be a solid win, no doubt about it, from Emerson College. Missouri. We can do the math. 17, that is a solid win for Republicans. Let's take a look at the state of Iowa. 49 minus 40. 9. So it's not so yet a likely victory like we would love to see Florida and Ohio be. But it's going to be a leaning. So far, 59 electoral votes that will be leaning towards Trump. Take a look at Minnesota. A recent poll from Survey USA showing that Joe Biden's going to win by 42% to 39. That's 3 points. So that's going to be a tilt. And then in North Dakota, 54 minus, yeah, that's going to be solid for sure. Solid Republican. South Dakota, 55 minus 26. We can do math. 19 points. No, that's 26. Excuse me. 29 points. Yeah, this is a solid win for sure. We can call this for Trump regardless. Nebraska. Okay. There is yet to be a poll predicting the districts. The 2nd congressional district. So far, we have the at-large, 47 minus 31. 16 points. This is what we're going to probably do. We'll probably, as of right now, conclude the 2020 results. Let's take a poll from the 2020 results. Aggravated polls statewide. First congressional district, 48 for Donald Trump, 46 for Joe Biden. You know what? This is what we're going to do. We're going to just call it together. We're not going to count the districts for Nebraska in this one, simply because we have no poll. And I don't think it would be kind of weird to do a poll that's not even from the 2024 election. Doesn't make any sense, if you ask me. So yes, we have the same Emerson College poll suggesting a margin of 16. That is over said 15 points. So that is going to be solid in the state of Kansas. Let's take a look at, this is going to be a solid in Oklahoma. Texas, likely Republican, leaning Republican, solid Republican according to CNN. 48 minus 41, 7 points according to the recent poll. That's going to be a leaning, despite CNN disagreeing. But yes, as you'll see, as you expect, Donald Trump wins this election, 278 electoral votes. Let's take a look at New Mexico. New Mexico, 49 minus 41. This is probably going to be a Biden win by 8. Yeah, it's a leaning. In Colorado, it's saying solid Democrat. Well, we will see. 41 minus 35. That seems very promising. That's going to be 6. So we're going to call this a Democrat, a leaning Democrat when it comes to that. Let's take a look at Wyoming. We're almost done here. Yes, for sure. Wyoming, 68%. Being one poll from Emerson College. Montana, Survey USA indicating that Trump will win by, we'll find out. $22, that's a solid victory. Idaho, 55 minus 26, that's solid too. Utah, this is going to be probably a 10-point victory. So we'll call this for Utah for Trump, according to that poll there. This is a 7-point advantage for Donald Trump in the state of Arizona, according to the poll from Rasmussen Reports. In California, 54 minus 34. This is probably going to be a solid Democrat, but we'll do the math. Yes, 20 points exactly past the 5 points past the votes percentage points necessary to become a solid. So yes, Democrats win in California as expected. Nevada, 48 minus 42. This is going to be another close one. Whoops. What am I doing? 6. Once again, 1 point into the leaning margin for Donald Trump. Let's take a look at Oregon. I don't know if Oregon has a poll from 2022. I want to see a new poll come out. That'd be interesting. But yes, it's going to be a solid Democrat, according to the poll. Washington, 52 minus 38. I believe that is a legitimate solid hold. Oh, I'm glad I checked. It's not. It's going to be a likely. It's kind of weird to see Washington being a likely and Oregon being a solid. You would be like, oh yeah, it's not really legitimate. I agree, but we'll see. This is a November 2023 poll. But we're going to conclude now with Alaska, solid Republican, likely Republican. This is going to be an 8. That's going to be a leaning Republican. And then finally, Hawaii. We can anticipate Hawaii is going to be a solid. That's all we got here. So solid Democrat for Hawaii, and that is our current recent poll situation in the United States presidential election. Trump projected to win 315 electoral votes by recent polls. Joe Biden winning by only losing by 223. What do you guys think? Let me know down below, and I will see you all in the next political episode.